So this is a Dutchman Rubicon RB 2500. It's a 20-foot long toy hauler that we got from the good folks down at General RV. We got this 7-8 years ago. I love this thing. It's a bumper pull. It's a half-ton towable toy hauler, which was the biggest one that we could possibly find. About 7 years ago we got it. You know, over the course of 7 years, things change, right? So we started using it a lot at the beginning and less and less and less over the course of the years. So this year I think we have, get out of here chicken, one trip scheduled with this thing. So I decided that I was gonna rent it out. So I started looking around at options. And obviously the first thing that goes through your mind is the type of person that you could rent a trailer to. And I'm not saying that there's, you know, the ideal renter and there's the unideal renter. You know, but there's variations of each. So I wanted to cover the 7 essential upgrades needed to successfully rent out a toy hauler camper. Let's start with the first one. So this is the fuel station. It's got just a regular fuel door cap on it, and you know, putting unleaded fuel in here is great. Putting anything else in there is not. So when you're renting your toy hauler out to somebody else that you don't know where they're taking it, not saying that they potentially try to do any harm or damage to your fuel system, but the places that they go, they could have kids, they could have teenagers, they could have all types of other individuals around that, not knowing that this is a rental. It doesn't say rental on it anywhere. There's no big signs that say we don't own this trailer. So the first thing would be to lock that bad boy up. There's all types of fuel door locks you can get. Put a lock on that thing. Same thing with this cheap little plastic fuel door. If this button gets turned on, you know, press twice, turn it on, and that runs this fuel pump in here to pump gas. What do you think happens when that pump stays on? It burns out. So you'll definitely want to get a lock on this, a lock on that, and these tiny little locks are cheap. You can get them for like $2 on Amazon. What do you think comes with a lock? A key comes with a lock. So these obviously need to get upgraded into something with a custom key to it. Generator door, same thing. That's actually number 2, is this lock right here on this generator door. This cheap piece of old cam lock, twist cam lock. You can jam a screwdriver in there if you lose your key. I actually did one time and just turn it with a screwdriver. So it's not the lock, it's the generator behind it that costs the most, which comes from the fuel system. So if you rent that sucker out, something does get in your fuel, you may or may not know about it until you run that generator the next week, the next month, the next year. You don't know which renter did it, which renter, you know, to ask what happened to your fuel station and your $4,000 generator. Yeah, so just locks prevent most things from happening, accidents from happening, whether it's intentional or an accident. Just lock her up. You can see up there we don't have a backup camera either. This setup can get rather long. You know, there's a trailer out there in front now, but once you put the truck out in front of that thing, having a backup camera on there probably will keep me from nudging into that tree, which I successfully haven't done yet, but probably will sometime. So I think a backup camera that you know, a nice Bluetooth one that can, you know, hook up to anybody's smartphone and allow the renter to connect to that, pull up their smartphone and watch themselves back up. Prevents any fights at the old campground. Nobody wants that. Number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's go with 5 here. So propane is another consumable thing on these trailers. This has got a cheap plastic cover on it. 2 30-pound tanks underneath it. They could be full, they could not be full. You know, what's the rental agreement look like? All that good fun stuff. Just go ahead and put a nice lock that actually keeps those things locked down, and a propane monitor on there. So if somebody is camping where they need to use propane, they can either fill it up or you can charge them per pound. And everybody knows that, you know, picking up a jug and jiggling it is the way to find out if there's propane in there or not. Except for when you're figuring out how many gallons somebody may have used or didn't use. A good propane monitor and lock, of course, can solve those problems for you. One more lock is this battery. This battery is, I think, about a $150 deep cycle battery. Obviously, you don't want that thing running off or getting damaged. So just either a nice battery box or covered or cover lock. That's gonna have to go on there as well. So it might seem like a lot of locks, might seem like the price tag is adding up, but when you go and you rent out a unit like this, the first weekend can cover the cost of all those things, and it can cover the emotional stress that you might experience when you have your baby away from home. You know, this is our home away from home for so long. It just so happened that this year we were gonna start renting it out. So I think there was probably more from my beautiful wife's side of things than there was on my side of things. But all these nice locks and upgrades can really eliminate that. And the very last one I got for you is right inside this door. This is the reason that we bought a bumper pull toy hauler at this size, is because we can fit a full-size bagger and a motorcycle in there, or a motorcycle and a golf cart. So that's how you get a bike in there, is you pull it all the way up and you put the golf cart in behind it. See that okay? I guess you can see the lights a little bit right there. Yep, but this doesn't come with a wheel chock in the front of it, so you got to put a wheel chock down there, and you don't want that thing sliding back and forth. So what you got to do is you got to take a bolt and you bolt that thing right on down into the frame. Right there. So you see that bolt coming right on through. So that's actually a pretty easy job. All you do is drill from the bottom up so you don't get into the webbing of that piece of steel. And then you can bolt that down. When you take it off, I just put a countersunk, just drop a bolt right on in there, and the floor mat goes and covers that whole way up. So that's how you get a full-size bagger, a golf cart, and all the essential upgrades required to successfully rent out a toy hauler camper. Hope this was helpful. This is kind of the what is required. The how to rent out a toy hauler is kind of a different topic. So I've got a post on my site, Best Summer Life. If you want to go check that out, I'll leave a link to that in the description, of course. There's a bunch of different ways to do it. I prefer to take out, you know, all the insurance, the booking, the client back and forth, and leverage a platform for that. So if you want to know the platform that I use, you're gonna have to go check that out. All the best.